4th and goal to go to the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Evan Neal. Seems like he's obviously, we're not talking the Pro Bowl, we're not talking Hall of Fame or not, but he's garnering some positive attention in training camp. And good for him. Good for him. He's, a lot of guys, talking about him, especially like in run drills and all. They say like if he gets his hands on somebody, man, he just moves. I mean, obviously he hasn't gone up against like Sexy Dexy or anything like that, but in the run game, he's pretty damn impressive, right? He hasn't won any jobs yet, right? But certainly worth keeping an eye on him. That is for darn sure. So far, he has impressed. So the Giants didn't pick up his fifth-year option, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, he just might wind up winning the starting right guard position. Who knows? Right? Confidence surge from the forgotten Giants lineman is turning heads fast. It's been a while since Giants fans were excited about Evan Neal. Yeah, you got that for you, right? There's one thing that fans love about professional sports is a good comeback story. In New York, they especially love a comeback, and heading into the 2025 season, Evan Neal might just be writing one. Almost 4 years ago, Neal was a highly touted prospect out of Alabama who fell into the lap of Big Blue with the number 7 overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. He was immediately plugged in as the starting right tackle, and it didn't quite pan out. Many labeled him as a bust and wanted him off the roster. New York even declined his fifth-year option, a clear sign they were ready to move on. But Neal isn't going quietly. Not only is he fighting for his roster spot, he's impressing early and looking sharp. In his transition from tackle to guard, a move many felt was long overdue. With both starting guard spots up for grabs, I don't know so much about starting guard spots up both. I don't know so much about that. We got John Runyon Jr. over there on the left-hand side, but all right. Once upon a time, Neal, he was inconsistent on staying at tackle, but when he spoke at training camp, Neal sounded like a player who had completely changed his mindset and maybe even matured in the process. Neal began the 2024 season as a reserve and didn't return to the starting lineup until midseason due to injuries, has had to work even harder to earn trust from the coaching staff and the front office. But the former first rounder said his confidence has never been higher. Evan Neal is exuding confidence and looking like the guy the G-Men banked on 3+ years ago. Even the player who replaced Neal at right tackle, Jermaine Luminor, spoke highly of him, especially when it comes to his run blocking. Now, let's not forget, last season, as far as on the offensive line, Evan Neal, pretty much almost like by far, was the Giants' best run blocking offensive lineman. So that might be the very thing that Neal is keeping Neal in the conversation. He posted an 80.8 run blocking grade from Pro Football Focus in 2024, which ranks 9th out of 140 qualifying tackles. The problem is his pass protection at tackle. I mean, he still graded, I think it was like a 48 he graded out at. 48 or 49. It wasn't a 50. It was under a 50 that he graded out at last season, according to Pro Football Focus, in his pass blocking. But that was a tackle, though. If anyone understands switching positions to help the team, it's Luminor. He played guard in the past and was initially brought in to play right guard for the G-Men. But with Neal recovering from ankle surgery and struggling to regain form, Luminor slid to right tackle to start the 2024 season, then moved to left tackle after Andrew Thomas went down with an injury. That's when Neal reclaimed the right tackle spot to close the year. It's not just teammates showing belief in him. Former Giants linebacker and current WFAN radio analyst Carl Banks believes the move inside could be a career saver. He even sees all-pro potential at guard. Wouldn't that be a shocker? The team returns John Runyon and Greg Van Roten for their second seasons in New York. And while they were the starters in 2024, there aren't locks to hold onto those spots. If Neal's early confidence is any indication, it wouldn't be a shock to see him win one of those starting jobs. Like we said, there's nothing better than a comeback story. And if Evan Neal finds his way back into the starting lineup, this time at guard, it would be a huge win for him and for this team. So far, so good. I got this one, another one here. Nope. This is my last story. Yeah, this is gonna be my last story. But so far, so good. Evan Neal. So, like I said, he has done a very good job run blocking. The thing is, what's going to wind up, keep an eye on him, right? Is how's his pass protection been, or going to be? I'll have to keep an eye on that. But you do know that these 3 preseason games he's going to be out there a lot because that position, the right tackle. Marcus Bowe. Obviously they want the best guy out there, but they drafted Bowe, right? And if he can show something, who knows? Maybe he winds up winning the right tackle position. And if we have Evan Neal out there, right, as the right guard, right? That means we would just have basically what? If Runyon wins the job at left guard, that means we'd have 4 out of the 5 offensive linemen, if, it's a long if, because apparently, what they're saying anyway, hearing about Lou Manor, he's doing pretty well this year in the training camp. So